Mr. Sαourι, welcome to Cyprus once more.
Thank you.
Now, your investment in Cyprus, Agia Napa Marina, is progressing and slowly reaching its final form. First of all, is this what you had in mind? Are you satisfied with the result?
I'm satisfied on the beauty of the project. I mean, the project, every time I go, I say, my God, this is... you can compare our marina with any existing marina in Cyprus. There's no marina that has this, what I call architecture glorious, glory, you know. And so it's amazingly, and it's beautiful. Of course, from a financial perspective, it's not what we expected because, you know, the investor nightmare is when governments change the rules of the game in the middle or renege on their promises, you know. So when we got this concession, we had an exemption from VAT, for example. Then when the European Union was pressing Cyprus to, they should tell them, well, we have an existing contract. We cannot impose VAT on a contract that has been already signed without the VAT, you know. So when we got this first hit, of course our sales were dropping because of this VAT issue, which was not in our business case. So we started to lose, I mean, in our projection from that point. And then, of course, the biggest hit was when the passport scheme was cancelled.
We will go there.
Yeah, the worst thing in a country, which I've experienced in Algeria, I've experienced in Syria, is when the fighting parties in a democratic scheme try to score points on the expense of the country itself, because when you damage the investor and when you scare the investor, you are pushing him to close his project. Many jobs are lost. We had big plans to build an office building, a hotel. We bought the land behind us in order to, and all this, we were planning to invest 250 million euro more than the 250 we already invested.
So now
so all that is on hold. Yes, because...
So now you're decreasing the project.
Yes, we have one tower which we have now put on hold, and then we had plans for a hotel and office buildings which we put on hold too, because the problem when they play politics, actually they fell in the hand of this Al Jazeera. What this report did is it damaged Cyprus. In the end, they achieved their goal by exposing something. I'm not defending anybody who was on the video doing something wrong, you know.
Because they will tell you that, well, they discovered the truth.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And whoever has violated the law should be punished. That's not what we're saying, but we should stay out of it because we didn't do anything wrong. You understand?
Yes.
Not one person who got our passport was not exactly in conformity with the requirements. They're all respectable people and like that, you know. So they were always trying to find some...
Although I had a specific question, let's go to that. The audit service had pointed out some marina executive who received passports when they should not.
No, it was not like that. They were members of the board of the company, and we changed the board all the time. And when we discovered that, no, they need to stay on the board, we reinstate them on the board. It's not like they were not eligible to the passport. And what you should be concerned about is criminals getting the passport, not respectable big businessmen. All the names we have were big families, you know, most of them are the big families of Egypt. So they have a clean record and like that. What you should be concerned about, what kind of citizen you want to have here, but not a clerical or bureaucratical mistake and then hold on it and make a story like that. That's not what is going to help, you know. I mean,
So I was about to ask, what is your experience from Cyprus as an investor? So it's a sad story or it's a happy story?
No, very sad story. You know, we project that we will be losing at least 100 million euro, if not more. Between 120 million, because now the sales stopped. The one tower is delayed. We are not going to be reinvesting in the hotel and the office buildings because we wanted INAPA to take all the new young people who want to do startups and venture capital companies and so on. We wanted to make INAPA also a bit of a business hub, so we bring some revenue in the winter because, you know, the tourism in the winter is low. So we wanted to do that, you know. Even we were promised that there is no VAT, and then they imposed the VAT. You know, I can give you a big list. I don't want to bore you. And we are paying also 8% tax, you know, on the sales contracts, which was also not in our, you know. But
in your deal.
yeah,
Yes.
but they could, if they wanted to encourage these investments, they need to understand these investments bring a lot of jobs that are not on the market. They bring the contractors work, the local contractors. They have work, you know, they need to build and so on. They bring more foreign direct investment into the country. The banks work more and so on. The main bank that was lending the project stopped the loan in the last minute when the passport scheme was cancelled. We were out 50 million that we had to put more in equity because I have a name. I'm not going to have a building that will stand like that, not finished. You know, there is a lot of these buildings now around in other cities too. When this scheme stopped, everybody said, "Okay, I'm not spending the money." But me, I cannot afford to have my name in a project that doesn't go through. So I will take the loss, but I will continue. I will finish my project. You know, but if the government is really interested to attract investors, they should remove or give an exemption from the VAT. They should increase the leasing period for the marina, you know, because that will improve a bit the profitability of. I'm not asking this for myself. I'm speaking for
The whole industry.
the whole industry. The benefits of the country from the investments is more higher than political parties trying to score points on each other. You know.
Yes, the question is whether an investor seeks to change the rules.
No.
You
no,
don't
no.
want to change the
No,
rules, and
but
you respect the law.
No, of course, but it's not the rule. They didn't respect the rule. My contract says there is no VAT. They imposed it on us, you know. It's not me, you know. No, what I'm trying to give, I'm only giving suggestions that if the country feels we want more investments, they should remove the VAT. They should expand on the concession agreements so people can get some of their money back that they have lost due to these circumstances, and more people will come, you know.
Have you tried to give this message to certain circles that can make the difference?
Well, I'm actually using your program now to do exactly that. You know, I'm a guy. I'm not. If you know about me, I'm not a person who's still looking to make money and like that. But I love this country. When I came, I fell in love with it. And you have an amazing country. I mean, look at your infrastructure, the streets, the airport is state of the art, the nature. Everywhere you have the sea. Everywhere you have excellent roads, excellent infrastructure. You know, even the financial system now. The banks are upgraded. Your communication, the communication is good. Your network is good. You know, the human resources are very well educated and well trained. It is a chance for this country to become much more bigger. You know, and to make for the loss of the Turkish part of the island. You know, because
Yes.
you know.
So, may I ask if you are planning other investments in Cyprus
No, I have
except
to.
from the marina
No,
in Ayia Napa?
because we bought a lot of the land behind the marina in order in the future
expand.
to expand, to build 1 or 2 hotels, office buildings, and so on. And these will be 200, 300 million. So I better invest where I'm already. Then we have the one tower which needs another 100 million to come up, you know, which we postponed. So if I'm going to invest, I'm going to finish that first.
So if somebody was asking you, what are the necessary incentives for someone to come and invest?
They have to reinstate the passport scheme. And the main point about the passport scheme is to make sure that whoever you give the passport is someone you can be proud of. So you have to check, you have to be very scrutinized.
We created this idea that the only thing we do is selling passports.
No, it's
and
not
the
selling
European
passport
Union,
because
as you already know, is shouting.
No, because the passport finances the real estate construction and provides a lot of jobs. And you can give, you know, in many countries they give the passport only if you decide to take your headquarters to this country. They give you the passports, you know. In many countries, you know, you are not selling a passport on its own like that. Everybody who bought a passport bought a real estate value of 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, you know.
So it's something that it's happening also in other countries.
Everywhere. We have this scheme in the Caribbean. We have it in most of the Caribbean countries because they have no resources are doing it. It's in Greece now. Even Greece, I mean, it was in Hungary, it's in Poland, it's everywhere. I mean, it's it's also, actually, this is a small country. The population is very small. And you have, with all respect, you have enemies which are overpopulating you. You are like Taiwan and China, if I may use the example, and this is Cyprus and Turkey.
Yes. Except from bringing back the skimming passports, what else? You said before that you want to have
extension of the concession timeline. And again, not for me, for everybody that has. They want to do a new marina in Pavos, nobody came. But if they say, okay, it's not 125 years, it's going to be 250 years concession or something like that, then people will calculate, okay, then I will make some money. I mean, I can tell them we are not making any money from the marina at all, because we make 1 million a year, and it costs 150 million to build it. You know, it's just crazy. You know, the returns. You know, again, you know, when you do a beach restaurant with a good restaurant and a good vibe, and why are people going to Mykonos? Why are not they coming to Cyprus? What's different there? You have you have better beaches. You have the same beaches, very nice beaches. It's the same food. The manpower and the service is very good. So we have to create the same environment like in Mykonos, you know. So you need more hotels, you need more restaurants, you need more entertainment. We have to have music festivals. You know, I proposed, for example, something that was going to cost me $1.5 million, which is 2 statues from a Greek sculpture opening their hands like that.
In the sea?
And the marina. And the entry marina. So when the boats come, they find the big statue. It was 20-meter statue welcoming. And this would become like in Brazil. People go all the way to Rio de Janeiro to see the
Jesus.
So I said, okay, I will not put Jesus because they will think I'm Christian, so I'm fanatic about and I said, okay, we'll make a modern statue like that. It doesn't look like Christ, but it's welcoming. Like, welcome to this. The municipality, the board who should approve this did not approve. And then we moved the statue to my restaurant, and they still didn't approve it yet, you know, to make something like striking when people come, you know. It's I've traveled the whole world, you know. I know exactly what will work, you know. And but this island, imagine if you get an attraction here in Ayia Napa.
I'm surprised.
Like
I'm surprised.
You go to Mykonos in the summer, right? And most people go. Why we don't create a Mykonos style life here, you know? You know.
A similar
for example,
environment.
what is missing here is also real 5-star hotels. The hotels they call themselves 5 stars, but whenever I bought a villa in Ayia Napa because I don't like the hotel. It's not the quality that I am used to. I might be spoiled, okay, but spoiled or not, we will invest. We will bring a lot of money to the industry here and so on. And the more you will invest, you create jobs. You make all the local companies work. We bought the furniture from here, local furniture, so the people work. All the tableware, the cloth. And then you train the manpower, you know, all the generation coming, they have more jobs. The marina management in our marina, you can go and have a look. I mean, it's going to be the most beautiful marina in all of Cyprus.
I'm surprised from the story with the statue. I'm surprised because now, you know, we have a quite big conversation now about the big potato that was, they gave a permission for a statue.
Mine is, I can assure you, my statue was much prettier than a potato.
Yeah, but okay. So why do you think? First of all, were you surprised when you saw that Al Jazeera documentary?
You know, this channel is known to be a pro Qatar and Turkey channel. You understand? So the fact that you fell into this trap here for a channel like that. I attacked this channel because even in Egypt they used to air fake videos to show that there are still demonstrations in Egypt, pro-Muslim brothers, and there was nothing, you know. So I was surprised. I was surprised, yes, by the way they came in and did that and like that, and of course, very unfortunate statements by the person. I don't want to mention his name, you know, and he says, "Oh, this is Cyprus." No, I worked in Cyprus here. I never saw any kind of this kind of tricks or corruption. You know, can you imagine? Not one single recipient of our passport has any fault, or he has a very clean record. All of them.
So how did you felt when you found yourself in the middle of that fight?
No, I felt, oh my God.
No, personally, but I mean
No,
your
I
team
was
or your...
very disappointed, and of course we reviewed all our investment plans. They're all on hold, you know. You understand? So what is it? The main loss is not just for me that I lost a lot of money, but the country will lose. They will lose 2 more hotels, 2 office buildings, and all the revenue that will come from it, all the people that will live here, you know. And as I said, this is a small country. The population is small. You need to think about that too, you know. And the more you create business opportunities, the more even you can get more people to come back here. And
So should they look also towards technology or
yes,
startups,
yes.
or they should focus on tourism and
no,
on
no,
and
no.
marinas?
They should look in all direction, you know.
All
I mean,
direction.
like this, the project.
And the incentives are for all directions.
Yes, for all directions, yeah, and for everyone, you know. It's still a small country, you know, but it has all the trump cards of success. Amazing infrastructure, amazing weather, amazing human resources, very well educated and trained, amazing scenery, natural scenery, you know. So it can become a very big, country, you know. And now you will have more competition from Greece itself because they improved their laws. Now Greece is on the rise. Greece is on the rise, and I'm a big investor now in Mykonos. I'm building 2 hotels. I'm building 6, 7 villas for rental and for sale, you know. And now I'm looking into Athens. So Greece is also on the rise.
So which is the message you send to the key keeper of the whole situation?
I said first to the politicians, whenever you have a fight together, don't damage your country and don't scare the investors. And don't take it lightly that you accuse something of doing something wrong. Like I have a reputation worldwide. I'm not coming here to tell me, oh, the passport should have not because they resigned from the board and now in their board or this and that. It's not the case, you know. When you invest only 50 million, you don't come for something light, you know, and you want to do more and so on. So you have to be careful not to scare people, you know. I mean, I'm not the only victim. I've been around now, I'm seeing many, near my project there is many hotels that stopped the construction, you know, and are not moving, you know. So contractors got damaged, you know, the investors got damaged, and the hotel industry in Cyprus lost 1 or 2 or 4 good hotels that could have been opened by now.
Okay, let's hope that they will hear you.
I hope so. I'm depending on you.
Now, the planet at the same time, it's experiencing unprecedented conditions and challenges at the last 2 years as a result of the pandemic of COVID. Have all these developments shaken projects?
Of course, this was a bigger blow.
And push you
Yeah.
to change plans and way of thinking?
No, not me, because me, I am from the beginning. My philosophy was, and my message to most governments and to our government in Egypt was, this COVID is not going to disappear. You cannot lock down a country, destroy the economy for 2-3 years like that because you're scared from a disease that, as we see now, has become more or less like a very heavy influenza or a cold, you know. And so you should look at life and the business and the economy continuing while you are fighting the disease. But if you lock down and all these lockdowns and all the restrictions, all what you've done, you've destroyed the small businesses, destroyed small restaurants, small bars who could not afford to go. Then you had to take money to support them from the taxes of the people, you know, from which side. So it is better to just fight it on the health side, get everybody to get vaccinated. Even this demonstrations we see against vaccination, these are crazy demonstrations because you have the right not to be vaccinated, but you don't have the right to get a disease and then give me the disease because you refuse to take the vaccine, and I took it. Then you tell me, okay, but you took the vaccine and you still got the corona. Yes, but I didn't die. I got a small symptom like a cold, you know, after 10 days it goes away. When you don't take it, you might die. So if you give it to someone else who is crazy like you who didn't take the vaccine, you might kill him on your conscience. Mm-hmm. So your freedom ends where it starts to become a damage to me, you know. So of course, when we had the corona, nobody could travel. For 2 years, we could not show clients the apartments or the villas, you know, that they want to buy something, they want to come and see it. They could not come in because of all the restrictions and the quarantine, 10 days and 15 days. I mean, like it was a horror time. Not just, this is not Cyprus, this is like everywhere.
Worldwide.
And even the worst example is in England, the UK. They went totally crazy.
Yeah.
Put you in government hotels you pay for 15 days. Who wants to go there?
But now you're back to business.
I think now it's getting better, yes. People got fed up from this lockup, you know. I mean, all of us, you know, it was
Are
psychological.
there any opportunities in this crisis?
Opportunities went all for technology. All the guys from Zoom and Teams and all these people, of course, they went like that. All the Amazon, because people couldn't go to the shops anymore.
Yeah.
So they had to buy through Amazon. Amazon will go up like that, you know. All the fast food and the delivery restaurants went like that, and the other good restaurants went like that. So, of course, there's always opportunities in misery. Some people's misfortunate, as some other people's fortune. You know.
So what is your, what would you say that is your biggest challenge for today? You face today?
I faced this challenge is to finish this project because it's an amazingly beautiful project.
Do you have a D-Day?
No, I'm a guy who doesn't stop at any obstacles. You know, I'm like all my life. You know, I'm used to getting hit at and then still going on. You know, I mean, I look at my project. I'm the only one who decided to continue with my own money instead of when the bank doesn't come in. You know, this not everybody can do that, but I cannot have my name. Nobody will ask why the building stopped. I can tell them, well, because the government did this, the government did this. In the end, it carries my name. You know, so my name is my biggest asset. You know.
Yes. So you will finish it and
Yes, we'll finish it,
and it will be full operated next summer.
Yes. Next time we make the interview, we have to do it there.
Definitely. And let's talk a bit about the bigger picture. Are you frightened, although I know that you don't like this word, by Turkey's repeated threats?
No, frightened, no. I know it, yes. Worried because you know, this guy is
especially now that you have also an investment here.
If you want to just compare something, compare this guy to Kemal Atatürk. Where is the secularism of Turkey today? It's down the drain. You know, now it's he's the master of the protector of the Islam. You know, he's very proud because he takes Hagia Sophia, an old church, and now he turns it into the mosque and he goes to pray there. Is this good for the interaction of religions? Is this a good thing to do?
Definitely not.
No. You see, so this guy is a total dictator. He controls all the media. He scared all the businessmen who are not his friends, and he turned the business into his own circle. You know, he's trying to. He wants to restore the empire of the Osmanic Empire. So he's in Libya. What the hell is he doing in Libya? Why would? What is the relation of Turkey to go to Libya with force? And now he's going to visit Libya in 2 weeks. He wants to go and visit Libya again. You know, he was hosting all the Muslim brotherhoods and all the terrorists of the region. Now they go in Istanbul and in Ankara shopping. I mean, it's like very funny. You know, I mean, why you host these people? It's
because it's his dream to reborn the Ottoman.
It will never happen. It's like a.
But
It's like a joke.
I'm seeking a coalition that will stand against him, and I cannot find in the neighborhood.
No,
why do you think?
There is the coalition. The coalition is there. There is a coalition. There is Egypt with Cyprus and Greece. There is now Greece signed with France, anti-defense. You know, no, he will find a big surprise if he goes over the limit. You know, don't estimate the resolve of people. And when he had war with Greece here, you look at he didn't win the war in the history. You know, so I don't think. And internally, he has a lot of big problems. His lira has dived to the bottom now. The lira is 9. To the dollar is 9 lira now. So even his economy is diving into the front. You know. And I don't think he would be. And the Americans are also upset with him because of the Russian missiles that he thinks now he can appease them by buying the F-16. They will not give him the planes. It's not.
Okay, I want to conclude with this question. I mean, in last time I saw you, I had a very successful businessman next to me who was full of energy, ready to do things. Now I'm feeling that you're very disappointed. because
No, because
took,
when I came to
because you took some promises that were
N-
never kept.
Not only that. When I came here with this investment, 250, it was at the lowest point of Cyprus. It was when the financial crisis went down, banks were collapsed and they couldn't give to people the money, zero investment. And then I came with this 250 million at the worst time. Even when they attacked the president about INAP, and I had the concession was issued before President Aristides was here. So what could he do for me? I mean, the concession was with
allow me to ask, because I have to ask, there is not any kind of secret deal between you and Anastasiadis?
He did not issue the concession. The concession was issued to Karamandias prior to him becoming a president, you know, and we were using his law office before, you know. So what is that? The big problem that we had to use a law office, and it's one of the best. It was nothing like we would know now that he will become president or like that, you know. And what he can do for us? He did only damage, to be honest, by this VAT and all these impositions and the stopping of the passport control. In my opinion, he should have not yielded to the pressure from the Europeans. He should have just made it more stricter on who's getting the passport, and the people who were doing the wrong in the TV, who were exposed by this TV series, should pay the price for the wrongdoing they did. But you don't punish everybody because of one rotten apple, you know.
Last thought, maybe a wish for the island. Cyprus lover?
I think, guys, you have the most beautiful country. You have the best weather. You have the best roads, banking system that is very functioning and professional. You have the human resources. Every family here in Cyprus send their kids to the best schools, best universities, and so on. There's a big potential here, but the bureaucracy here is like. Can I tell you that it's worse than Egypt? Can I tell you? Egypt is a catastrophe in bureaucracy. It's worse than here. You know, everything takes so much time here, and everybody who is trying to do something, there are many people to come to stop him and to scare him and to do. That doesn't work, you know. The investor, once you scare the investor by changing the rules of the game, not honoring your commitments that you commit to him, bringing sudden changes to the you scare people and people stop, you know. So don't waste this chance for the country, beautiful country like that, you know. And again, I'm not asking for myself something. I'm just giving experience, because one will take the money and put it in another country. The world is so big, you can do the same projects everywhere. The Mediterranean is big. You can go to France, to Italy, to Greece, and do it there, you know. So one has to realize when you're going something. And to the politicians, fight between each other like you want, but don't harm your country. Don't throw the interest of the country even on the coast just to become elected. So, you know. And whether they like this or not, I want to tell them I love the president of Cyprus, the current president. He's a good man. He's a man of law. I think he should be stronger and more daring when the opposition hits him with some kind of unclear issues, and he should not be scared to defend what he did for the country. Check the economy when I came in here 6, 7, 8 years ago. Was at the lowest, and look where we are now.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much.